It is Friday, May 5th, and I'm just hanging out in my car because I'm relaxing. It's like 10 something in the morning. Um, the last few days I've been parking out at like an abandoned RV park, and last night I was ambushed by a red truck full of really aggressive men who claimed to be the landowners, and it was just a fucking mess. And I got out of there real quick because just the way that they approached me was completely inappropriate. Like, whether I was on their land or not, that was just absolutely a vile way to deal with somebody that's just chilling in their car, like parked. Anyway, why I'm homeless and why I'm living out of my car. Growing up, I, I was in a very dysfunctional, abusive, psychologically, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in every way possible you could think of. I was abused, sexually abused, molested constantly throughout my childhood and into my teens, and I was physically assaulted every day by my brother that's passed away, actually. He used to just beat me until I was just basically almost unconscious because of his own rage. And that went on for a long time until I was about like 16, 17. And then I got emancipated. And I've been neglected my whole life by my family. My dad was an alcoholic, and my mom is a really extreme narcissist. And they got divorced when I was like 4 or something, and I don't really know anything about my family. I don't know anything. I've seen my dad once in like 2006 or something, after like many years of never seeing him, and I don't know where he is now. I have no idea. I have no idea if he's alive. I have no idea if he's in Ukraine. I don't have any idea if he's in Russia. I don't know. I was born in Siberia, by the way. I was born in the tundra in Russia in minus 60 Celsius weather. Um, just totally different than Canada, than anything, anything here. But yeah, growing up, it was just a really, really terrible, terrifying household to be in, especially as a child. I had to take care of myself since I was 8 years old and endure abuse since I was a child. So yeah, I got emancipated at 16, and that kind of that got me out of my house and legally made me an adult at 16, but that was it. I didn't even have a social worker like helping me through any of it. I obviously I had a social worker, but there was nobody like calling on me and checking up on me. And when I was 16, I was getting $600 a month or something. That all went to rent. I was starving. And I'm still starving. Fuck. Things haven't changed. Because at the end of the day, our social programs and resources here in Canada are really fucked. And unless you're like a drug addicted junkie or something, you're not really going to see a lot of help. It's just, there's just nothing available. I did stay at a shelter for a couple of days, a women's shelter here for a couple of days over the course of this week, and it was terrible. It was fucking terrible. Not only do you not have any privacy, but the workers are coming into your room every hour to check that you're there. The lights are always on. Always. There's always noise. You're dealing with drug addicts and fucked up people. It's just not an environment that someone like me wants to be in. I'm grateful for it, and I'm really glad that I had a couple of days there, but I ended up just being like, this is fucked. This is too much. And then the fact that the shelter's located along a really busy road, like the traffic noises, I was like, that alone in itself, I can't deal with. I'm sorry, but I can't. I would rather go sleep in my car somewhere quiet. than sleep in an uncomfortable as fuck bed. Also, shelter beds. I fucked up my back this week because of it. That's primarily also why I'm in my car just chilling, because my back is fucked now. I've literally fucked up my back from the 2 days I was sleeping in that crappy fucking cot. My pillow that I had there, I wasn't allowed to bring any of my own blankets. I wasn't allowed to bring any of my own pillows. They gave me the lumpiest fucking pillow. Like, to this day, I'm still like, fuck that. I would rather go sleep outside in a pile of leaves than deal with inhumane fucking conditions like that, where you're not even given a comfortable fucking pillow. And this is like a woman's shelter where, we're supposed to be made feel comfortable and at home. Fuck you all, you fucking assholes. There's nothing there. They don't do fucking shit for you. Anyway, so I'm homeless and I have nobody because of my dysfunctional upbringing. I have not been able to figure out proper patterns, I guess, like red flags and shit. And that cost me a lot of time in relationships that I shouldn't have been in. A lot of abusive relationships where, looking back, I am really lucky to be alive. Psychologically, mentally, physically, emotionally, just every kind of fucking abuse you could fucking think of. I've been through it, and it's a miracle that I'm alive at all, because at this point, most people don't make it through this, including my own siblings. Like, my brother literally fucking killed himself because he couldn't live with any of this. So, yeah, I have borderline personality disorder, which I totally disagree with. I don't think it's a personality disorder. It's just emotional dysregulation due to trauma. And I'm very on top of all of this shit, but I find that it's very easy for me to go over the edge. I'm very unstable in many ways. And it doesn't make me a bad person, but it just means that I need to be careful who I'm around, because people are ruthless, they're reckless, and they treat me like shit. They push my buttons, they use me, they abuse me, and then when I push back, it becomes like a thing. So I'm learning to just stay away from people that push my buttons to begin with. If I see a yellow flag, if I see a red flag, I'm noting it right away, and I'm not even going to pursue this. And yeah, I'm just entirely on my own. Before COVID hit and all this, I was working a chef position, and I was a nanny, and I was making good money here and there. And I mean, I was still struggling, but it was still possible to do something. And now this post-pandemic world is just, there's nothing. There's nowhere to live. There's nowhere to work. I don't know, like, what the point of any of this is anymore. Like, all I want in my life is just a little place to just call my own. Like, I just want somewhere with a nice bed, a big window, a private bathroom, and a little kitchen. And I can't find anything like that. There's literally nothing for rent in my city for under like $2,000. Like, and if you want to find a room, it's going to be at least $1,200. And, you're going to be dealing with fucked up people, with roommates that you might not even like. So bottom line is, the reason why I'm homeless and all this shit is because I have a very low tolerance for bullshit. I have a very low tolerance for people's crap, as I should, because at the end of the day, I'm not here to babysit and, have people use me. So, yeah, being used and abused my whole life has definitely made me very fucked up, and I'm a very sad and depressed individual, and I'm just trying to make it through each day on my own terms. And yeah, like recently, my friend that I was staying with, he threw me out because he just needed his space, because he wouldn't clean up after himself. So I was always cleaning up after him, and I voiced this, and he got pissed about this, so he decided to throw me out. So because of other people's inability to function, I am fucking struggling as well. So, and that person's blocked. I'm not their friend anymore. We have nothing. Like, I'm in cancer pre-screening, and you call me your friend while throwing me out on your fucking, like, literally, go fuck yourself. Anyway, thanks for listening, y'all. This was a bit of a negative video, which is fine. I don't care. This is not all puppy dogs and rainbows and sunshine. Life is really fucking difficult. Some of us are just lucky to be alive at this point, and, thank God. Thank you, God, for all that I am and all that I have. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will upload something again soon. Bye, y'all.